Hello, and welcome to our lesson on purchasing and procurement. This segment will cover types of purchase. When outlining an official procurement process, we acknowledged its potential for being time-consuming and intricate. Employing such a procedure for every purchase, regardless of scale, would be both costly and unnecessarily complex. Larger acquisitions, however, warrant thorough analysis and information. To address this, companies tailor their procurement procedures, aligning techniques with the nature of materials. Generally, the higher the cost and complexity of goods, the more time and effort procurement demands. Companies establish rules governing procurement efforts, implementing ad hoc procedures for non-strategic or low-value routine supplies, an automatic process for purchases up to £30,000, a more rigorous approach for transactions up to £160,000, and special analysis for larger acquisitions. Van de Vliet introduces a nuanced approach to procurement at 3M Corporation, emphasizing the importance of tailoring purchasing procedures based on the significance of the goods involved. For non-critical items with low profits and minimal supply risk, basic and straightforward purchasing procedures suffice. Bottleneck items, characterized by low profits and high supply risk, necessitate long-term contracts with substantial sources to mitigate potential issues. Strategic items, offering higher profits, demand sophisticated, long-term relationships with suppliers, potentially evolving into partnerships and alliances. Once these guidelines are in place, a management control system, MCS, can oversee purchases, evaluating the quality of the output, the appropriateness of effort relative to importance and costs, and opportunities for procedural enhancement. Exceptional service from a vendor may lead a company to streamline the procurement cycle, making routine orders with minimal administrative effort. Conversely, non-routine purchases demand meticulous supplier selection and consideration of purchase terms. For frequently repeated orders, the buy or make decision arises, prompting an evaluation of whether the company can produce goods more cost-effectively internally or through external suppliers. While specialized suppliers often offer cost advantages, internal production provides reliability, control over supply, customization, shorter lead times, and other strategic benefits. The decision involves weighing factors such as economies of scale, expertise access, flexibility, risk transfer, and inventory management. The Department of Trade and Industry recommends considering 3 essential criteria for decision-making: financial aspects, cost-related factors, operational factors, responsiveness, reliability, flexibility, etc., strategic factors, long-term implications for the company. In practice, the perceived benefits of outsourcing are increasing, prompting more companies to concentrate on their core competencies and rely on specialized suppliers for materials and components. While we've covered various terms related to placing an order, it's important to note the diversity in order types. Companies commonly refer to placing an order for materials, but may use leasing for equipment and signing a contract for services. Despite the commonality in the language used, legal distinctions may exist. For example, hire purchase entails supplier ownership until full payment, while credit financing transfers ownership to the company, assuming debt responsibility. Specific order types include purchase orders, POs. Standard procurement follows a formal process, with a company detailing desired goods and purchase conditions in response to a supplier's quotation. Blanket orders. Suited for straightforward products like books and stationery, a single order covers goods required over a specified period, for example, 6 months, and batches are delivered as needed. E-procurement. Utilizing the internet or electronic data interchange streamlines purchases by replacing manual procedures with efficient computerized methods for straightforward or recurring orders. Subcontracts. When a supplier can't handle all tasks, it delegates work to a subcontractor involving 2 agreements: the supplier-firm contract and the subcontractor-supplier arrangement. Complex projects may involve multiple subcontracting layers. Contracts provide detailed descriptions of agreements between a supplier and a firm, outlining responsibilities, services, and terms. Some firms prefer contracts over purchase orders for extended services, like a supply of electricity, or specific projects such as construction. Retail and lease agreements define terms for acquiring goods, often for items like equipment or buildings that are returned after use, such as leasing or renting a car. The diversity in types of purchases raises complexities in procurement, with various terms and conditions making it challenging to compare. In scenarios like purchasing a standard commodity, such as electricity, where multiple competitors offer similar items, the focus is on finding the most cost-effective option. However, for services like telephone service, where suppliers offer essentially the same product, factors like pricing structures, offers, and discounts play a crucial role in selecting the best supplier. Purchasing decisions are often a two-step process. Initially, a review of available items occurs, and those meeting qualifying factors make it to a shortlist. Subsequently, order-winning factors determine the best products from the shortlist. While cost is a common qualifying factor, it may only be an order-winning factor for commodities. Quality is often paramount, emphasizing that the lowest price does not necessarily equate to the best deal, as highlighted by the principles of total quality management, TQM. There are 4 common methods for establishing prices for goods. Price lists. Suppliers provide fixed prices with potential discounts for special or large purchases. The price is essentially set by the company. Negotiation. Flexible conditions and pricing allow for negotiations. Suppliers may offer a quote, but are open to adjusting terms for advantages like repeat orders. Customers can also negotiate for specific conditions. Commodity pricing applies to commodities like coffee, wheat, oil, and gold, where market forces determine a universal rate used by all suppliers. This is common in financial futures markets. Special quotation. Suppliers provide customized prices for non-standard goods in response to customer requests. The supplier outlines conditions and prices based on individual requirements. Even after agreeing on the basic price, complications may arise, such as determining responsibility for transportation costs and risks associated with goods in transit. This is the end of this segment of our lesson. In the next segment, we shall discuss procurement cycle. This course is presented to you by South Europe College. Thank you for listening, and see you on our next segment.